glasses on. 6? I have to wake up at this time when I work at the gym. Because I do those morning shifts, so it's not like this is unusual for me. I get to go to somewhere better today. This is the start of New York, my friends. Last summer that I did this, I was very anxious. And now I'm on Zoloft. I'm looking forward to a good time. I'm going to Boy Genius tonight, so let's get hyped. Normally, I have chai in the morning first, and then I'll have like breakfast, whatever I made. Right now I have chocolate chip banana bread. I'm gonna pick up chai on my way because I don't want to have a dirty thermos in my car. And so I just had banana bread because I'm like, girls gotta eat. And I just had a little swig of oat milk, and that was the most delectable oat milk I've ever had in my life. Maybe it's because it's 5:30 in the morning, but holy crap, that satiated me so good. All right, the time is 6 o'clock and we're off. It is a horribly rainy day, sadly. Since I'm on Cape Cod, that's not that far from New York, so I feel like it's probably gonna be similar weather. I'm going to Boy Genius, so what could go wrong? So the plan is to drive to Providence and get on the train, because last year I took a flight out of Hyannis and it was delayed like 2 or 3 hours, so I missed our dinner reservation and literally ran into the theater to see Wicked that night. Kind of crazy story, but actually maybe, should I start driving? Okay, I'll start driving. I drove my family to the airport to get on their flight last weekend-ish. Their flight got, I'm driving so slow because I don't want my phone to fall. Their flight got delayed by like 4 or 5 hours, so I ended up driving them to Providence as well, so they could hop on a train, and they literally had like 8 minutes to get on the train and go, and they made it, thankfully. But it was actually so lovely. It was like such a God thing, because my mom was like, we should probably get an Uber, like just drive us back to the house, we'll get an Uber, we'll be good. And I'm like, no, I can drive you. Like, I was just gonna be editing tonight anyway and watching the Tonys, so like, I'll be okay, I can drive you guys. Which it's like between an hour 15 and an hour 30, but from Hyannis it was a little bit longer, I think. Hyannis is like the epicenter of Cape Cod, for those who are unaware. It's also where I play gigs on Sundays, so come out. I ended up driving them, and then they like ran to get on the train, and I realized that there was this restaurant, this vegan restaurant that I'd really been wanting to try, that one of our family friends had like hyped up. I went and got food from that place, I got gas, and I was like totally planning on just driving home. But then there was like this live guitarist out across the bridge playing, and all these people were like sitting on the edge of the river, and so like I sat down and had a little picnic and watched the sunset, and it was like gorgeous. And now I'm freaking in love with Providence. Ironically, I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but I did this summer camp a couple years back that was like really formative for me. Not necessarily in a good way, but God turned it into something good. It's because it was at Yale in Connecticut. One of the outings was you could pick an Ivy League college to like go to a different one. And so I went to Brown, but it was like super rainy. It was a miserable day that day, and I had no friends at this camp. So, oh, there's a car behind me. I probably should be like a normal person. It was a horrible day and I did not like it, but I loved this time. So anyways, all of that is to say, in what I'll probably have to edit to smithereens, I love Providence. So I'm only gonna get to be there for like literally half a second, but I'm gonna take the train back to Providence on my way back. So after that, I can pick up some food from that place again. So I'm so excited about that. Okay, bye. I'm doing so good so far. You have no idea. This vlog is probably so boring at the beginning because it's literally all in the car, but made it to Providence. I love this place. Like, I feel like I need to move here. I don't know. I literally have spent like an hour and a half in the city, so I can't say anything, but it's so cute. I love it. But yeah, it is 7:30. Okay. But I had my chai, so it's okay. I made it in the parking garage, figured it out, got my ticket, found the elevators. I'm feeling pretty confident in myself. I have half an hour till my train leaves, so I'll probably sit in the car for like 10 minutes and then I'll go up and like use the bathroom and figure out what's the deal. But we're doing good, folks. I'm crying too. I can't stop staring at expectations. Always an angel, never a god. 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 Always an angel. I don't know why I am the way I am. We made it back from Boy Genius. It was a blast. There were tears shed. It was wonderful. We just moved all of our stuff into a new hotel room because we have 2 for the night since there are 4 of us. So I was feeling a little peckish, so I ordered some gluten-free and vegan pasta from 00. You know the drill. She's over here having some bread. And yeah, I'm feeling tired. I woke up at 5 in the morning today, so as you know. So I'm gonna leave you here. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye. I forgot to update you.
Say you're here with your grandma.
I'm here with my grandma. I forgot to update you at lunch, but we went to lunch. Now we're The Lion King, which I've never seen, which is kind of crazy. I've never seen it. My grandparents have never seen it, and it's Macy's second time, which never happens. But yeah, it's really cool. It's fun, and back on Broadway. All right, we finished Lion King, so then we went out for food, for Mexican food, Dos Caminos. This is Grandpa, and yeah, we had some good food. It's great.
Had a blast being with my granddaughter.
Oh, thank you. That was his comment. Do you have anything to comment?
Had a blast being with my other granddaughter too.
Good clarification. That was a close one. Hi vlog. I forgot to vlog when I was at breakfast. I tried to go to Devotion, which is like pretty close to our hotel, and I walked in and every single seat was filled, and I was like, this ain't it. So I had a plan B. So I walked to Citizens of Gramercy, which is like an Australian breakfast place, sort of. I went and sat down and I got some really good muesli with like bananas and blueberry compote, and it was such a like serendipitous moment because I obviously couldn't go to the first place I tried, so I'm like having my quiet time, and the girl next to me is like, yo, are you a Christian? Me too, let's talk about C.S. Lewis. And we were talking about mere Christianity and stuff. So she has a YouTube channel, I'll try to link it. Now I'm back and I'm gonna take Macy to Soho because she wants to do some shopping because she seems to have a never-ending flow of money from selling the Taylor Swift tickets. We're gonna go and do that. Nugget biscuit, nugget and a biscuit, nugget biscuit, nugget and a biscuit. Isn't it like put this something, something, nugget biscuit?
Dip it all in
Mashed potatoes. The show last night was awesome. It was so much fun. It was way better than I expected it to be. With the exception of Moulin Rouge, which is my favorite musical ever, jukebox musicals are kind of a hit or miss for me, and it was a lot of fun, especially the choreography was really sick. It was cool. So today was the first day Macy had class this week, so we got up bright and early and took her to class, got her coffee, whatever. And then I went to that place, The Well, which was cool. My mom had recommended that, so I went and gave it a shot. And then I walked over to a coffee shop directly across from where Mace was doing her camp. It's called Ariston, and it's beautiful. It's a flower shop and a coffee shop. And yeah, it smelled beautiful. And I just kind of hung out there and got some work done. Mace texted me saying that she wasn't feeling very great, so I went over and picked her up. I was like, man, thankfully I was at the coffee shop across from where she was at. Yeah, we ran to CVS, got some stuff, and now we're back at the hotel. So we'll probably figure out a lunch plan, figure out the plan for the rest of the day, and just kind of chill out. I'll get some more work done. We'll eat lunch here. I'll bring something back. So yeah, that's the plan. So I went to get TKTS tickets. I walked to Beatnik and got us lunch. I don't know if I told you about that, but I did. And I went to TKTS. It was a really long ordeal because the drive was forever. But I got both the ones I wanted. They had Wednesday matinee tickets, so I got Leopoldstadt for Wednesday matinee, which somehow I'm able to see and also pick Macy up from class with like the perfect amount of time. And then New York tonight, and I'm obsessed with Colton Ryan, so I'm so excited about that. And then I picked up some pressed juicery for us. Yeah, so we're gonna hang out here. We're probably gonna order in tonight for dinner. We were gonna go to this vegan market in Central Park, but she's not feeling super great. We were also gonna go to Shucked, but I decided to save that for her just in case she wanted to come with me on a different day. And she probably won't, but maybe. I just went to the Light in the Piazza at New York City Center, which, for those of you who don't know, I'd love to educate you, is a theater organization that does a bunch of different things, including ballets, and then every once in a while they do encores, which is like a revival of a musical or a play, but it only lasts for like 2 weeks max, unless it gets brought to Broadway, which is what happened with Into the Woods and Parade. So they were putting on Light at the Piazza. It was just phenomenal. It's my new second favorite musical. It topped New York, which had topped Wicked. So we have a lot of favorite musicals coming from this week, which is awesome. It's so cool. So before I even got in the Uber, I bought tickets to see it again. I was planning on going to TKTS to try to get tickets for Parade again, but I'm coming back in July to record another song, and my mom and I we're already hoping to get tickets to Parade then to see that again before it closes. So I'm like, I'm seeing Light in the Piazza again because it is only on Broadway. It's not even on Broadway. It's only on Broadway for 5 days. So on Sunday, I'm gonna go see that again. I'm so excited. It was so phenomenal. Like the story and the music and the orchestration and the vocals and the acting. They didn't really know their lines, but I don't blame them because they're only performing this for 5 days. They all had like little books on stage that at first I didn't even realize they like had the lyrics. I thought it was like their little like Italian, because it said in Italy, their little Italian like travel guides. Otherwise today we got up, we realized that Macy's thing actually starts at 9 and not 8, so we got up, got coffee and stuff, and there were a lot more people out. at 9 versus at 8. So we got her coffee and got her to class, and then I went to the well again for some food, and I learned that I like oatmeal a lot more than I used to. And then I went and hung out at Ariston. I went there for a little bit, and then Macy needed to go to a fabric store because she missed going there with her class. So we Ubered there, got her some fabric, and I saw Beyond Sushi, which is a vegan sushi place, and I really wanted to go, but we didn't have enough time before she had to get back from lunch. So I got her back, got her some avocado toast, and I went and found this place where I had some vegan sushi and vegan dumplings. And then I went back to Ariston again and just hung out and worked on a demo and had some chai, and then grabbed Mace. She stayed late to work on her project because they're having a presentation tomorrow. We walked to Press Juicery, which I did film, good job Mia, and then walked back to the hotel, and I had to leave shortly after for Light in the Piazza. So that was today. I saw Camelot and Leopoldstadt. Tomorrow is probably more of the same. We're gonna see Sweeney Todd. We have tickets for that. Macy ordered us empanadas to eat at 10:30, so I'm gonna go eat those now. We had dinner, and then I told Mace I wanted to walk to the theater because we have a ton of time. So we ended up in Urban Outfitters, and the biggest Urban Outfitters I've ever seen in my entire life. Hi vlog. Today's my last day here, and we got up and brought Mace to her camp school thing, and then I just hung out at Ariston, that coffee shop, for like hours. And then I felt kind of bad because, like, I mean, you're allowed to hang out at coffee shops for hours, but like, when have you overstayed your welcome, you know? So after that, I went and got a ticket for The Play That Goes Wrong tonight, which should be good. I haven't seen that yet, and that is kind of a staple. It's also one of the only shows that's on Mondays. The only other one that's actually like popular is Chicago, and Chicago's great, but not good enough to see again necessarily. So yeah, I'm gonna go and see that tonight, and that'll be my final show, which I think brings it to like 12 shows this trip, which is insane. So I beat my record last year with like 21 shows. I think the record before that was 17. And I was like, there's no way I'll beat it again like this year, because I mean, there's just no way. But I have 12 already, so it's kind of crazy. I still don't think I'll beat it, which is completely fine because 21 is a lot. But so yeah, I went and got those tickets, and then I stopped for some Sweetgreen because I hadn't eaten lunch yet and I was starving. And normally those bowls are kind of hard to finish, but I like scarfed that sucker down. And then went and picked up Mace, and we went and got pressed, and then went to Blick because she needed some art materials for one of her new projects. And now we're back at the hotel, and we're just gonna kind of veg here until I need to leave. My show last night, I went to Light in the Piazza again. It's just so freaking good. I can't believe they only did 6 performances, but I feel so lucky to have gotten to see it twice. I'm so glad that I chose to see it the first time when I did so that I could see it again. I'm so glad they had a Sunday performance. Yeah, it was just so amazing and incredible. Also, I saw a lot of like Broadway actors and actresses there because obviously most shows don't do Sunday nights. So Eva Noblezada and Reeve Carney were there from Hadestown, and Victoria Clark from Kimberly Akimbo was there. Those were the ones that I saw sitting around me, but I mean, I'm sure there were others too. And we saw Shucked. I did film that, and that was a blast. Very fun. Highly recommend. Oh, we had this insane car situation yesterday. So in between Shucked and Light in the Piazza, those are like both kind of near Times Square, but Macy asked if I would take her back to the hotel. So I was like, yeah, absolutely. So we hopped in an Uber, but there was so much traffic from the Pride Race because they closed all the roads down. The GPS said originally that I would make it to New York City Center by 6:18 or something like that for a 7 o'clock show. But by the time it was like 6:25 and we're still in the car and haven't made it to the hotel, I'm like, nah, dude, this ain't happening. So I got out of the car, Macy gave me permission, and I ordered a Lyft for myself just to take me straight there. And I tried to cancel the New York City Center location on the Uber, but it didn't work. It like did the opposite. So it ended up taking her to New York City Center too, but I like fixed it right before they could like drop her off. So then she ended up going back to New York City Center and then back to the hotel. And I made it to my show with like 10 minutes to spare. So all ended up being well, but it was the most chaotic situation. And I felt really bad for like messing with it like that. It was crazy, and it was a tight situation, but all is well now. I am feeling kind of bummed out to have to be leaving today, which, you know, I'm thinking like I'm so incredibly grateful for this experience. I think I just enjoy this too much, is the problem. And, you know, obviously I'm trying to pursue music and do that. And I'm not, like, while Broadway intrigues me and I'd love to be a part of it, it's not like my main thing, but I still see a lot of what I want to do with my life in the Broadway that I see. You know, it's people making a career out of performing, and a lot of the musicals I saw had elements of like music stuff. Just to be here and be in this place where there's so much opportunity and so many people, and then to go back to somewhere that's like really quiet is kind of a bummer. And I feel lucky because there's so many, I don't know, maybe I'd be surprised if I moved to New York, but there is a lot of opportunity for me on Cape Cod, given that there's no competition or very little. It's just so quiet. I'm feeling kind of bummed out about that, but I'm just gonna try to turn that disappointment into motivation and work even harder to do it. But next time I probably won't be here as long because I just get too attached. But I'm excited to see my dogs.
Squiddly bow bow bow, squiddly bow bow bow, ba-da-da-dum-dum-dum, da-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum, squiddly bow bow bow.